I do not want anybody who is associated with me in any form to lose. I don't want any of my fans to lose. I don't want any young children who believe in me to lose. I don't want anybody to lose a single penny. That is why I do not endorse any cryptos. I will never endorse any cryptos, absolutely none of them. If they say I have anything to do with it, they are lying. I have nothing to do with any of it. Nobody loses through association with me, and I will ensure that is the case for the rest of human time, to please myself and to please God.
Andrew Tate is at it again. It seems like someone was struggling to keep up with his legal bills for the month and needed an influx of cash. This latest scam involves Tate's celebrity shitcoin, Daddy. The Daddy token has came up a number of times on this channel. Tate has used it and a number of other coins to blatantly rug pull his fans a number of times on stream. He has also tied the Daddy token to one of his now long-running scams, the fictional The Real World token, saying that the more Daddy you hold, the more tokens you'll get in an airdrop after the launch of the Real World token, which he has promised is coming for nearly a year now and has guaranteed will make all of his fans rich. But Tate's latest grift comes on the back of this announcement that there was going to be a Daddy dinner. The top 20 holders of the Daddy coin were going to get the opportunity to meet the top G, Tristan Tate, and the rest of the crew. They would get this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to network, pitch ideas, and build connections at a beautiful feast in Dubai. Tate perhaps could have claimed plausible deniability about this announcement, although I wouldn't have believed him given his deep connection to the Daddy token. But Tate co-signed the announcement with this quote tweet, saying, "See you there, top G's only." They even launched a website called daddydinner.com with this cartoon version of Tate. The website confirmed the date quoted by the Twitter account being the 14th of May. It said you could enjoy the night, build connections with Tate, and feast like a king. So the stage was set. Tate's most loyal fans/cult members were going to purchase more Daddy coin to try to ensure they would make the top 20. These top 20 Daddy holders began purchasing plane tickets to fly to Dubai to ensure they would make this dinner. In the lead up to the date, the Daddy Twitter account was continuing to promote this dinner, asking on the 11th of May if it was time to send out Daddy dinner invites. They said some special guests were coming to the Daddy dinner and asked who they would like them to invite. They asked what business idea you would pitch the Tate brothers if you got to sit down with them for an hour to talk at the Daddy dinner. The date of 14th of May rolled around, and the top 20 holders of the Daddy coin got nothing. No dinner, no communication, nothing. We started seeing the top 20 Daddy holders posting that they had flown to Dubai and got stood up by the top G. Two of the lads uploaded this video to share their experience.
Alright, so we're here in Dubai, enjoying each other's company. We're one of the two of the top 20 holders of Daddy coin. Unfortunately, we did not get the dinner that we were promised, or so we thought. So we just want to go over like how we got here. We saw on May 1st that the website was created. Yeah. There was tweets on Twitter or X about going to have a dinner, and then also the tweet was reposted by Andrew Tate saying see you soon, top G's only, with an emoji. And then after that, it kind of went dark. So
that's basically what happened in short. Yes, there is a post from the official Daddy channel, and it was reposted right after from Andrew. So that's how it got credibility, I guess. So we have heard nothing from there. We kept tweeting and DMing about invitations, at least, or a deadline where the registration is off. You know. You want to know where is the registration so you can like plan the flight or something.
Yeah.
So we were waiting and we have heard nothing since. So we flew in. I flew in from Saudi Arabia. The guys flew in from the US. So at least there were, that we are aware of, 6 or 7 people that flew. I think 6 of them from the US, and I'm the only one from Saudi Arabia. We flew in cross continents for this dinner, but it didn't happen. It was supposed to be on the 14th, yesterday. So that's why we're here.
I flew in from Florida, just like Yazid right here. I thought it was going to be a great opportunity to network, and I still think it could be a great opportunity to network. We do have just a couple of questions about like what happened to the dinner. Maybe there was something that came up. As top 20 holders, we have a large stake in this project doing well. So I think those are the top concerns there. We did make it out to Dubai, so we're still in a beautiful place. We're still, can't complain. But yeah, we just do have a couple of questions that we hope get answered. And hopefully going forward, we can continue to, have a dinner one day where we actually meet Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate.
That would be beautiful.
Sit in the war room and sip on some Johnny Walker.
That would be beautiful, man. That would be very nice. That would be very nice.
All right, hopefully you guys can help us out with this. See you later.
Dear oh dear, how sad. This video was accompanied by a post explaining how they were stood up and the Daddy dinner never happened. The lead developer of Daddy and some of Tate's other crypto scams, Issa, chimed in the replies with some damage control, saying the dinner will go on my friends, gonna send out invites shortly and we'll make a small group chat. Apologies for the delays. One of the top Daddy holders responded to Issa saying my flight is in a few hours. Others have already left. We cannot run the risk of shortly when previously let down. Another responded to Issa saying that there has to be more than that. They told him how unprofessional it was, that they invested thousands and they're all deeply underwater. Again, to anyone who has been a victim of rug pulls or false promises surrounding the Daddy token, you can take it up with Issa, who goes by Issa the Cooker on Twitter. I repeat, Issa the Cooker. After my thread about the Daddy dinner debacle got a bit of traction, one of the guys in the video called Nate responded, saying, I want to make it clear we are not victims, nor do we believe we have been scammed. All of us who came to Dubai did so without an invitation. We knew the risk going into it. He says they recorded the video in a light-hearted way to point out their concerns without blaming anyone. We are all still holding Daddy, end of story. I tried to be polite with my response, saying that I appreciate and acknowledge that he believes that, but he is wrong and deluded. The fact is these guys travelled to Dubai for an advertised event promoted by Tate himself. I told him that I hope he can finally accept what happened and learn from it. This complete inability to accept that he has been shafted and scammed is, I believe, a clear example of the cult leader relationship which Tate has with these guys that I've been talking about for a long time. The hold he has over them is extreme. They cannot bring themselves to believe that he would ever do wrong by them. In the following days, the Tates did some PR damage control. Nate got to take a picture with his daddies. Nate thanked them even though they had stood him up like a bitch and said hopefully we can reschedule the Daddy dinner soon. These young guys are going to have to wake up eventually. But as for Tate himself, this is just sad, desperate, despicable stuff. A major reason why his following and the real-world membership has dwindled so severely is that he cannot help himself with these constant scams and grifts that he directs towards his fans. One thing I can assure you is that when the Tates launch a new scam, I will report on it. They will not be able to scare or intimidate me from doing so, but that is exactly what they're trying to do. For those that aren't aware, the Tates have filed a lawsuit against myself and a number of other individuals. This absurd, childish lawsuit also lists other critics of the Tates on social media like Crayon Murders, Milk Bar TV, Common Sense Skeptic, Misfits Patriot, and others, including some tiny accounts. Some of us have set up a crowdfund to support our defense. I'll leave the link in the description. If you're able to, please donate and please share it on your social medias. I can assure you I am not going to be silenced by these degenerates.